So today I really just want to talk about why I quit my 9 to 5 and why I'm now in Thailand with my own time and working off my own schedule and what led up to this decision. So I've been living in Bangkok, Thailand for just over a month, and at the end of this video I'm just going to go over the day 18 updates that I have and what I've been up to today. But yeah, first I just wanted to talk about why I quit my 9 to 5, what the things are that led up to me making this decision to come to Thailand with not necessarily a huge amount of income or things set up for me. I just wanted to come, take a risk, give myself a chance. So, long story short, I lived in New Zealand. I lived in New Zealand for 5 years. I went there, I was working various IT jobs. I worked 4 jobs over 5 years. And after 3.5 years, I basically just wanted to stay in New Zealand to get citizenship because if you're a citizen of New Zealand, you are able to live in Australia. So after 3.5 years, I was still working. I was fed up at this point. I was like, I'm just going into my job. I'm doing the same thing every day. I'm not making any progress. Like nothing's changing in my life. But I thought that, when I get to that 5 years, when I can move countries and experience another country and work in another country, everything will change. So 5 years come around and I move to Australia. I start a new job and it's still in IT, but it's in like sales, IT sales. So I'm like, okay, sales, this is great. Like I want to learn sales, super good skill to have, right? And I start working and 4 or 5 months in, it's okay. Like I'm still in the onboarding phase, like things are still new, I'm still learning. And then after that, 6 months, 6 months, seven, as the time starts to get on, it becomes the same. It becomes the same as all those other jobs in New Zealand. It becomes the same when I wake up and I'm just like, what am I doing? Like, I'm going into this office. I was working hybrid at this time, so it was 3 days a week in the office, 2 days at home. I'm going into this office, perfect Australian weather outside. I would get in my car, I would drive to work. I would not see the sun. I would get into the office, I would sit in my cubicle with a nice big window next to me and it's blue sky, like perfect temperature outside. I'm like 30-minute drive away from the beach and I'm sitting there just doing mundane things. And I tried to learn more, I tried to learn off other people, I tried to make it work. I was like trying to just understand why was I feeling like this? Was I not working hard enough? Was I not, doing the right thing? But at the end of the day, I think it's just the job. And over all this time, I thought like, this is what I'm supposed to do, like my parents telling me, get a job, like don't have a gap in your CV, like that's what you're supposed to do. And at school, like you're supposed to go to university. I mean, I didn't go to university, but you're supposed to go to university, get a job, get into debt, pay the debt off, work, retire, whatever. But there was always something in my brain that just thought like, this doesn't make sense. Like this doesn't make sense to me. And I think after I finally realized that, I actually took the step and I was like, okay, this is the time. Like I'm just gonna, like I've been, working all these hours, saving all this money up, and it's time to actually like take some risk and use it. So that's just when I made the decision. I was like, okay, I'm gonna set everything out and come to Thailand. And it's also just when you're working in these offices, everyone's always speaking about the same things. Like you go in on Monday, you ask about people's weekends, and they're like either hyping up something that's like not interesting at all, or they're yeah. I mean, I don't need to speak about it. You guys know. Like if you know, you know. And I'm not saying it's bad to work a 9 to 5. If you enjoy it and if you're content and if you're happy, then that's great. Like that's 100% great. But if you're not, then start to put things in place where you can change. And you're able to do that. Like you can come to Thailand with, $10,000 and discipline, and you can come here and you can make it work, and you can give yourself all that time, give yourself a chance for 4 to 6 months, learn something, learn a new skill. That's what I'm doing right now. Like I'm spending all my time learning a new skill. I'm learning front-end web development, and I'm going to use all my skills that I've learned at jobs to leverage the fact that like I'm now working for myself and it feels exciting again. I never thought I'd do anything IT related, but then I found this and I was like, I'm actually working for myself. I'm learning for myself. I'm not just learning like in school because they tell you to learn this thing. Like they just tell you, yeah, you need this. And even in school, you kind of know that you don't really need it and you're not going to remember it and you're learning all this stuff that you're just going to forget. But now when you learn for yourself, and it's so different, it's like a whole different experience. And yeah, I just want to touch back on the job thing. Everyone's so excited to go on a holiday for like 4 weeks, and it's 4 weeks already a big deal. Spend like tens of thousands of dollars on this holiday with travel agents and everything. But like this lifestyle, you can go on holiday anytime. Like obviously you need money but like it's affordable. Somewhere like Asia is affordable. I could just go to like Vietnam or Bali easily. It reminds me of an experience that I had. I wanted to go to Australian Open with my girlfriend, and we only sort of figured out that we could go short notice. It was about a week's notice, and I told my manager, and I was like, oh, like next Thursday, Friday, can I take off? And it would have been like Thursday, Friday in the weekend. And he's like, yeah, like I'll check with the team, should be all good. And he lets me do it. And then in my next performance review, I'm being told like, that was too short notice. Like you can't like plan something with that short notice. Like think about the workload on your colleagues. There was no workload on my colleague. I did everything. I looked at all the work that they had to do, and there was like no extra work. And then he just says this for, I don't know what reason, right? And there's just these moments that stacked up that I was like, is this real? Like, am I really being told like I should have been sitting in that cubicle looking out at the sky instead of like going to Australian Open in a different city? Like, it's crazy. So yeah, no, here I am now. I'm in Thailand. I'm documenting my journey every day, which is making me feel great. Like I am loving making these videos, just speaking. Like I don't mind how far it goes or what the reach is, but I just like getting my thoughts out and speaking about things that I find interesting. And hopefully some of the things that I speak about, like the other videos I've made, help people in some way. And yeah, it's just, if you are having these thoughts, and not everyone's in the same circumstance, but if you're in a circumstance where like if you lock in, you can make it, and you can actually, you don't have like insane commitments, like big mortgage, family, kids, like even with all this stuff, you can still make it work. But if you're in a situation similar to me, then, and you're feeling this way, I would highly recommend, like, from tomorrow, start learning something. Start, like, using your evenings better, start saving better, start making improvements, because, like, I'm just at the start of my journey. I'm not even making much money, and I'm already loving it so much. So today, as I mentioned earlier, I'm just working on this course. I'm working on this front-end development course, getting through it. It's a good course, and yeah, that's pretty much, like, all I did today. I just did that, and I worked out. Sorry, there's not really much more updates. Like, I could say everything I did. Like, I went to get some food at 7-Eleven, things like that. But the reality is, today was just a work and workout day. But yeah, just wanted to ramble in this video. So yeah, if you enjoyed, just let me know, and I'll see you tomorrow.